On the channel, we got two of the main men from the X-Men. We got Cyclops, we got Wolverine, part of the Nemesis Build-A-Figure wave.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Marvel Legends unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got Wolverine, we got Cyclops, we got the Nemesis X-Men Build-A-Figure wave. But for all your Nemesis needs and everything else under the sun, make sure you're hitting up DJC Collectibles. Use discount code 8OFFDJC to save 8% off your entire order. Gotta get a deal out there. And of course, going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And as I said, Wolverine, Cyclops, two of the big heavy hitters from the X-Men and the X-Men toy lines. You always have to have these two, especially Wolverine, out there every once in a while because of the sheer popularity of the two characters. It makes all the sense. As much as I love Paige Guthrie, of course, she doesn't quite move the needle in sales like these two would, once again, especially Wolverine. But how about, in a nice show of faith, even though Wolverine's my favorite, we start off with Cyclops. That's what we're going to do here today. So let's dive into X-Factor Cyclops. When I think X-Factor Cyclops, I don't necessarily think this outfit. I think of the white and the blue, and I think most people do, or maybe it's just me once again. However, I think that is the more popular one, and of course, it's the age-old tale, as old as time in the toy industry. Give it close to what the people want, but don't go full on the first one. Give them this one, they'll buy it and say, well, I really want a Cyclops, I'll get this one, and then you come with the other one later on. That's the way it always goes. We've seen it a million times. Mattel, Hasbro, NECA, you name it. We rarely ever get the definitive version of a character the first go around. They got to keep you with your wallet open. I get it, I understand it, and I play into it. But here's old Cyclops from X-Factor days, of course, looking good in the packaging. X-Men logo down here, Cyclops, Nemesis, Marvel Legends, the usual hits. Cyclops on the side, Cyclops on the side, and then on the back, Cyclops once again. And then, of course, the Nemesis Build-A-Figure wave, unboxing all these on the channel. At the very end, we're going to unbox or put together the Build-A-Figure and then rank the entire wave from my least favorite to my favorite, so stay tuned for that. Jibber jabber full on down there as well. But let's get old Cyclops out of the package. Let's see what's going on. See you later. Goodbye. See you later. Goodbye. Plastic prison. Old Cyclops. And there it is. More effect pieces here for Cyclops. There it is. Got to have those blast effects, of course. And see you later. Goodbye. We do get the Nemesis Build-A-Figure. We get a big old arm for him. So I'm going to add that to my pile once we do unbox him, of course. And there's old Cyclops. One extra head. Some extra hands. And we're going to be off to the races here shortly. There it is. See you later. Goodbye. All right, getting down to business right here. We got two blast effect pieces, as we mentioned. Plug right in here. Yep, right into the second head. So the first head can be just plain. Second head, you can attach these things to. Looking pretty cool with this optic one. I don't think we've seen this one. We've seen something very similar to this, but does look a little bit different. But very cool for sure. It does look weird with the one etch out right there, but apparently that is the thing. Now we do get the hands right here. We get the two gloved hands. You get the two finger salute going on. We do get the gripping hand over here. And I believe this one goes to Nemesis Build-A-Figure, so we'll save that for down the road. But now, diving into the figure itself, old Cyclops. Definitely looks like Cyclops out of the package. Looks very, very cool. You got the red in the visor, of course, the blue around the top, and the gold in the front. Very stoic, plain Jane face on this one here. Looking very good. And then you got the blue bodysuit. You got the yellow indentions, yellow coloring over the top, on the shoulders, over the middle, on the gloves, on the boots, on the hands. You got the big X for, of course, X-Factor, going out on their own. Looking very good as well. But it is Cyclops. This is what we think of with Cyclops with the Vulcan body. We've seen this a time or two. However, I'm getting early Marvel Legends vibes from this one. Is of course, there's certain colors that are really hard to get. And to get yellow over the top of blue, it takes a lot of coats, especially on the shoulders. You see a lot of that blue coming in through the yellow. So a little unsightly, and then even worse on the butterfly shoulders for that. So once again, your mileage may vary, but it almost needed another coat over the top as it looks a little bit unfinished, especially compared to the rest of the body, if you ask me. Articulation, you got those butterfly shoulders I mentioned, bicep cut, arms all the way around for us, double jointed, pinless elbows, hands back and forth, side to side, hands removable, 2 fists of fury out of the package for Cyclops here. Head back and forth, side to side, up and down. A lot of head movement there, which is great for the optic blast, of course. Ab crunch, waist articulation, big old Cyclops splits if you need it. Legs do go up, thigh cut, double jointed pinless knees, very tight on those. You do get the boot cut, you do get the ankles up, down, back, forth, side to side. Looking pretty good, looking like Cyclops, kind of. I think we all know who this is. Maybe it's just not our preferred look for Cyclops. Not sure. You guys tell me. Now, the second head, you got the screaming, yelling mouth on it. You got the open visor to put the attachments into, which is always very cool. Very cool on your shelf for sure, especially if you're building out a battle scene or something like that. But not bad. So you do got the yin and yang here. You got the screaming head. You got the stoic head. Choose your own Cyclops adventure. Not a bad piece of business after all. Just have to imagine we'll see this repainted in the future with the blue and white. I think there's just too much meat on the bone there. They're going to have to do it. And he does fit on a ringside collectible stand. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. But now we turn our attention over to the man, the myth, the legend, the little powerhouse, Wolverine, my favorite member of the X-Men, of course. Looking very good over here. Definitely a different suit for Wolverine, a guy that has many different looks, of course. It's like the old wrestling thing. Change your outfit, change your look, you get new figures. Same thing, draw a different suit for Wolverine, you get more figures, you get more merchandise. We know it, we're hip to that game. Todd, you started that game, some may say. Looking good in the packaging, Legends, Nemesis, X-Men, Wolverine on the side. Wolverine on the side in the snow. Nobody likes snow, nobody does. Unless you're from Canada like Wolverine, he loves snow apparently. Cross sell, jibber jabber, tail of the tape, got the blur back there. Let's see what it says about old Wolverine. Wolverine unites with the group of extreme X-Men to battle telepathic threats and defend their team of mutant heroes. We're here for that. We're here for that. Extreme X-Men. See you later, goodbye. I think that was a cartoon series. I never watched it. There was a few of those X-Men cartoons I never watched. I think that was one. See you later, goodbye. Plastic Prison. I do remember this Wolverine. Wasn't he like the leader of the Extreme X-Men in the cartoon? I could be wrong. I never watched it, but I saw a few clips here and there, I think. But looking good. I always like the yellow and black attack, and we got that going on with Wolverine. See you later, goodbye. And yeah, right off the bat, the black and yellow attack. It only means one thing. Yep, you guessed it. Huge Striper fan. Who knew about Wolverine? I figured him being Canadian, he was probably listening to like Triumph up there. Maybe Thrush Hermit. Who knows? Maybe Kick-Axe. Maybe he was diving into some Kick-Axe from time to time. Who knows with Wolverine and his musical taste, but big Striper fan. Who knew that? But now, diving into Wolverine, we got the 2, of course, clawed out hands, but we do get some plain hands here. We get 2 Fists of Fury looking very good. We do get the leader, very leader-like finger pointing hand. Team, this way. Or, hey, bub, I'm going to chop your head off. Maybe something like that. Black gloved hand there. And then you got the splayed out hand. So he's got the splayed out as well. If he's playing basketball or something, like a young Muggsy Bogues, or maybe even Spud Webb. Who knows with Wolverine. But diving into Wolverine, always interesting how they go back and forth on the different claws for Wolverine. These are always a little interesting here. Very long and thin on these claws here. I kind of like those chunkier ones personally, but your mileage may vary, of course. And one interesting thing with me with Wolverine, I always display him with the claws out. I can never display him without the claws. I'm going to try to do it this time. I just don't think I'll be able to do it. I just feel like he always has to have the claws ready to go whenever I have him, but we'll see. We'll see if I can do it. Diving into the head, only one head for Wolverine, and it's an angry head. Dare I say it's an extreme head? Yes, it could be, and I love extreme head, personally. But you got the Wolverine hair looking very good. Got the fangs almost on the teeth, just almost looks like a wolf, or maybe a Wolverine. How about that? Got the big old Mike Nesmith sideburns looking pretty good as well. Definitely know this is Wolverine if somebody hands me this head, of course. Now, getting into the bodysuit, the yellow and black attack, got the red X logo at the top, got the utility belt there. You got to have your pockets. Wolverine's probably got some chew in there, I'd imagine. Ready to go. Black jeans down to the black boots. He's ready to take on the world. Just got the short sleeve shirt showing a little bit of skin right there. Get the gloves and then the forearm guards down to the long, skinny claws once again. Butterfly shoulders looks real nice. Now, black and yellow is a very difficult color combination to get good paint on, much like blue and yellow. Blue and yellow, a little suspect over here, but no issues with the yellow and black on this one. So very interesting in the painting department. Arms all the way around for us. Bicep cut, double jointed, pinless elbows, hands back and forth side to side, head back and forth side to side, ab crunch, plus traditional waist, big old splits if need be. Legs go up, thigh cut, double jointed, pinless knees, and then you do get the ankles back, forth, side to side, up and down. Basically, your usual Marvel Legends articulation right here today. But I do love the pinless joints. You know me. Sucker for pinless joints. And he does fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand for those keeping track at home. But there it is. Two pinnacles, two pillars of the X-Men and Cyclops and Wolverine. What's your guys' thoughts? You picking these two up? Long game, no game? You guys let me know in the comments down below. And you made it this far. Don't forget to subscribe to both my YouTube channels. Don't forget to like this very video. Always helps the channel. Check out my new book available at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, or from me if you want to. Hardcover, softcover available. It is the complete guide to the ECW original San Francisco toy makers. A labor of love if there ever was one. You can also check out my brand new podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show, every single Tuesday. My wife Angie and I chat it up on all kinds of stuff every single Tuesday. Video cast available on YouTube where you're watching this right now, or wherever audio podcasts are found. Make sure you give it a 5-star review. Check out the Patreon and YouTube channel memberships for early videos of everything we do between both YouTube channels and your best way to support the channel. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and TheKylePetersonShow at gmail.com. So for Cyclops, Wolverine, the X-Men, Hasbro, Marvel Legends, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?
We're going to the end of the line.